I'm sorry, I had to come back. My camera is not level. Let's see if I can put this under there. Let's see. And I'm sorry, everybody. I thought this would be quick, easy peasy. That's better. Now, around the top, we're going to glue this sparkling finish. Just like that. All the way around the top. And just measure to make certain that it's even. Just like that. I think right there is perfect. So, let me lower my camera, move this back. And I'm going to cut this right there. I think that's where it is. Now let me try it again. Just to make certain that is correct. You know how it is. You have everything ready to go. And something happens, but it's okay because you'll get the idea and you'll be able to make it. I need to cut one off. You see it's overlapping. There it is. I'm behind you. There we go. And don't throw that away. Save that for another project. Now, this is what I did. Take your E6000 and place just a little on that first area. And just a little on your glass. Like that. And then start gluing it on. Now let me go. I'm behind. There we go. Just like that. Let me lower the camera just a little. And we're going to turn. And it should adhere. If you wait a few seconds, it should be okay. Put a little bit more. And it doesn't take much. Give it a second. Turn. And I'm trying to show you how easy and quickly you can create this. But give it a second to start drying, just a little. Make sure it's at the top. Of your vase. And this is the last little section. And this E6000 glue holds really, really well. There it is. I'm going to place these one on each end of my mantle at my fireplace. There we go. Let me back up my camera just a little so you can see it. There it is. Now that's the finished one behind it. Now I would recommend, after you let your vase and your pina colada glass sit for 24 hours and dry, then I would come back and I would place this trim all the way around. And I would let that dry for maybe an hour or so before I continue on with the next step. But I'm going to keep going, and hopefully it will stand so you can see just how easy this is to create. Now you give yours time to dry. Now you know we have the 3 lamps. Now this is where your hot glue gun may come in handy, because it only takes a second to glue it with your hot glue gun. Let me see if the E6000 will glue it for me quickly, because I waited and let it all dry before I glued it up. Let's try the first bead and see if it adheres long enough for you to get an idea. Now what I did was, you see, I just put a little glue on it. And I came to the second row and glued that bead. It's not gonna hold. Let me see if I hold it just for a little while, if it will adhere. And I'll get my hot glue gun. This is the longest bead. I think we counted 24. And just hold it long enough for it to stick. I'm going to put the top on my E6000 glue, and I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun. And let's see. It seems to be holding though. I'm telling you, if you use that E6000 glue, it will last. Now I just eyeballed it. In trying to do a third of the vase. Let me see. It takes a minute for the hot glue gun. Let me try the E6000. Just on this one. Now you see that bead right there. And go up to the uh-oh, it came off. Ah! It came off. Came off. Let me wait for the hot glue gun. It came off. Now some people use both the hot glue gun as well as the E6000. Let me put in a glue stick, and it should be hot enough. Nope, not yet. Still warming up. I'm sorry, everybody. While my hot glue gun is warming, let me move this back and show you what I did with the crystals. Let's bring this one forward. You see, you will end up with 3 rows of the beads. 1, 2, 3. And then on the other side, you're going to end up with 3. 1 is behind here, 2, 3. And I tried to place it right in the center of those 2, a crystal. Now let me share with you about the crystals. Let me move that back and lower my camera while my hot glue gun. There's my hot glue gun. I also got these crystals at the Walmart. Now they came in a plastic container that has a top on it like Tupperware, something like that. And I've used so many that I just had a few left, and I put them in this Ziploc bag. But they come in various sizes. I use the largest size. Let me put it in my hand, which is that one. That's the largest size. You'll have more of this size in the container. And the one that I used is the largest size. And you are going to need 3 of those. There they are. 1, 2, 3. And I just love them. You can find so many things to do with them. You see, there's a large one. And these are the sizes that you get a lot of this size. And you can use them in a lot of projects that you'll be creating. Now, let me see if my hot glue gun is ready and we can get back on track. Let me raise my camera and move the finished one over so it won't be distracting. And everybody forgive me. My husband came in. Now when I started this, he was not home. Okay, now as I stated, I went up to the second row and glued. So I'm holding that. You see, it's much faster. There it is with the hot glue gun. Now I turned it, and you're going to put some glue, which I have glue on both ends now. I have the E6000, and now I'm putting the hot glue. And some people use both when they are making these projects. Okay, I'm just going to, as I stated, kind of eyeball it to do that third. Go right up to the second row, just like that. And if it's not exact, if it's not perfect, it's okay. It's handmade. It is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Now, if you're the type of person yours has to be exactly perfect, measure. Measure. I'm putting a little hot glue on the bead just like that. And then inside, I need to put a little bit more right there. Inside of this one, right next to it. Right, there you go. I have a little glue. There you go. Now hold it a second and it will adhere. These are so pretty and easy to create. And put a little glue on the next bead on the end. There we go. Hold it just a second or so, and you can pull off that glue. It's on my nail. There it is. Now for the third one. Just a little hot glue. Just inside on the second row. Now, let me say this. I'm using the second row. You want to make yours different? You go all the way to the first row. That's up to you. You can go down to the last row. That's up to you. Put your special touch on it. Got my hot glue. Now let me turn. I keep forgetting that hasn't dried. Okay. Right there. My husband's talking with his brothers on the phone. So if you hear his voice, that's what's happening. Did I get it? That's close enough. Okay, turn it slightly. Now I start with the longest one simply because I'm eyeballing the thirds. But you can start with the shortest strand if you like. It's up to you. As the old song says, make it easy on yourself. There we go. There's a little glue. I got it. There you go. Now I'm going to turn it. Add a little glue. And we're going to come around. Oh, I guess maybe right there. That one may be a little bit too short, but it'll be okay. Hold it just a second. The next one, do the same. And I'm sorry I get out of the camera, but I have my camera as close to the project as possible today because I really wanted you to see how I was doing it and how easy it is for you to create. Now, if you want multiple ones, just contact me. You know I have an Etsy shop, which has got to be handmade. There we go. Now the very last strand, that's the short one. Little hot glue on that last bead. Let me turn it, and we're going to glue it right next to the last one. You see? Just like that. Hold it a second or two, and it will adhere. Now, any excessive glue, that's hot glue that's on your glass, peels right off after it's cooled. I don't want to peel it off because it has not glued to the base. What I'm calling pina colada glass and the vase haven't glued. So I don't want to move it too much. Put your glue on that last bead. Turn it, and you're inside now. Right there. Right there. Now, let me turn it so you can see it. See? Isn't that beautiful? Now let's put one of the crystals on it, and you can see there's the crystal. Little dab of hot glue. And we're going to stick the crystal right in the center on top of the beads. Right there. There it is. There it is. Now, when you finish your project and your project is dry, totally dry, you're going to take a paper towel, like that little hot glue right there. Comes right off. That comes right off. You're going to take a paper towel and some rubbing alcohol, and you're going to wipe down your candle holder inside and out. When I say inside, let me get the finished one. Let me back the camera up. You're going to go down in the vase and you're going to clean it. Wipe it with that paper towel and rubbing alcohol. And pick it up. You're going to go inside of your pina colada glass. You're going to place it where you're going to have it. And you're going to do the outside. You're going to wipe it down with a paper towel that's almost saturated in rubbing alcohol. Just plain rubbing alcohol. And you're going to do the exterior. And you're going to come all the way down and you're going to clean that because you want this to shine and sparkle. And then you're going to clean this and it's going to glisten. It's going to be beautiful. And look, you see this area right here? If you cover that in the little crystals that I was showing you in the package, all of these small ones, just cover this entire thing. That makes it exquisite. You'll love it. They will sparkle. Now let me raise this up Now let me give you some tips while I finish this one. Sometimes we're making these things. These are for myself. I'm gonna place these on my mantle at my fireplace during the holidays, and I'm gonna put a candle in it. But let's say you have a really special event coming up, like maybe your daughter's wedding, and you want to do something super, super special. After all, it's your daughter. If you have more than one daughter, maybe you're going to use this at the first daughter's wedding. Use Swarovski crystals somewhere, and it will definitely sparkle. If you use this same roll of trim and you put it up here, periodically glue a Swarovski crystal, and that's gonna make it pop. There is no other crystal like a Swarovski. Now you're gonna pay. They are expensive. I keep a package of them everywhere. And in my master bedroom, I put some on my switch plates. I can't ever say that. You know what I'm talking about. And it is beautiful. But that's a one-time thing. That's in my master bedroom. I don't have it in my guest bedroom. So put you a couple of Swarovski crystals on it. And man, when the light hits it, it will glow. And that little area right there on the pina colada glass, if you cover that area in Swarovskis, wow, it's gonna be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Maybe it's your anniversary you're making these for. Throw in some Swarovskis. Hey, it's just for you. And you can get a package of Swarovskis for less than $10 with a couple in there. If you go to a craft store, get a 40% or a 50% coupon and get you 2 packs just for you. Now all that's left are the big crystals. Now I'm going to put a little hot glue. There's one right there. And I'm trying to do this quickly because my hands are trembling. And here's the last one. And this luxury candle holder will be finished. There it is. That's the last one. There it is. You see? Now let me back up and you'll see both of them. There they are. Let me bring my camera down. There they are. They are beautiful. And I'm going to have a pillow candle that's narrow right in the center, that's battery operated, and it's going to be gorgeous. And you see, it doesn't take much. I thought I would share this with you today. And I hope you liked it, and I hope you will make it. And send me a picture. Let me see yours. Let me see your spin on this little project. Visit me on my Facebook page, Gotta Be Handmade. Visit my Etsy shop, Gotta Be Handmade. And join the group, Gotta Be Handmade Live. And shop from handmade artists, directly from the artists themselves, on my Facebook group page, Gotta Be Handmade Live. Because you know, for the best, it's just gotta be handmade. Bye-bye.